guys, it's Sarah, and today I'm going to be filming a book haul for you guys. I have accumulated some books, not a whole lot, not as much as previous book hauls, but I've accumulated some. I placed an order to Book Outlet about 2 weeks ago, and I got the box yesterday, and oh my gosh guys, let me just tell you, I bought so many books for such a good deal, it's ridiculous. And I also went to Louisiana last week. I'm not sure when this is going to be filmed, but I went for the weekend and I met Lindsay, of course, that's why you're seeing all these videos, and then I met up with Sana as well, and Lindsay and Sana and I went to Barnes & Noble. And Sana's boyfriend John Paul too. We went to Barnes & Noble and we bought some books. I had some extra room in my suitcase. I got quite a few books and I'm really excited to show you guys those. So yeah, that's kind of the mix of where all these books came from, traveling plus Book Outlet. So let's just jump right into them. The first book is probably the one I'm most excited about, which is ridiculous to say because I got a lot of good books, but I don't know, I'm really excited about this book, and that is Supernatural Carved in Flesh by Tim Waggoner. And this is a book based in season 7, and it is between 2 episodes. It tells me which 2. Time After Time and the Slice Girls, and I think what I'm gonna do is rewatch the Time After Time, then read this, and then watch Slice Girls. I thought it was Splice. No, Slice Girls. Okay, and then watch Slice Girls just so I can experience this book. I feel like it's really hilarious and nothing that I'm gonna take too serious, but it does have the boys on there. I mean, Dean's there, so I get to look at Dean, so you know, it's a win-win for me. I'm really excited about this book, and my Barnes & Noble, funny enough, does not have any of these Supernatural books. I've never seen these before. I freaked out and I had to buy one, so I just grabbed the first one, and Carved in Flesh was the first one I picked up. So yeah, I'm excited to read it. The next one that I have is a fantasy novel. Actually, almost all of these are fantasy, so just keep in mind that most of these are fantasy. Okay, all of them are fantasy except for the Supernatural books, so I'm really in the mood for some really good fantasy, and I want to do, okay, so here's my deal. I have read really good fantasy lately. I've read Brandon Sanderson, I've read freaking Joe Abercrombie, I've read some really good fantasy in the past couple of months, and I'm really enjoying that. I don't want to stop reading great fantasy, but I also want to know what my tastes in fantasy are, so I bought a whole bunch of fantasy books that I think I would enjoy, and I don't really know because I haven't explored the genre a lot, so I wanted to buy some and kind of just trust myself and see how that goes, so I bought a lot of fantasy based on that. So keep that in mind. Alright, the first one that I have here is Daughter of the Forest by Juliet Milleray, I can't say the name. Sana actually hauled this not too long ago, and I just picked it up because she hauled it. I don't know, it looks really good. It's got really good ratings on Goodreads, and it's a first book in a series, and like I said, I just wanted to try more fantasy. The next one that I picked up is a Robin Hobb novel, and I didn't know where to start, though me and Lindsay are going to be reading her Forrester series, I think that's what it's called, later on next year, I think, around that time, because we already have the books that we're going to read planned out right now. I think it'll be next year, early next year, but I wanted to just pick up a book of hers to see if I liked her writing style. This one has really good ratings as well, and it's about kind of like merchants and pirates, and Sarah is all about that. So I got The Ship of Magic, and this is the first book in the Live Ship Traders, and this is a 3-book series, I believe. It's just about merchants and pirate islands and just all the things Sarah wants in a fantasy and has not had yet. So I definitely want to try this out, and hopefully I enjoy it. The next one that I have is another one that I got in Louisiana, and that is Solace by Gail Carringer. I was with Lindsay and Sana, and they both love this series, and Lindsay picked this for one of my picks for, like, we're doing a thing where I read one of her books and she reads one of my favorite books thing, whatever, I don't know how to explain that. So this is one of her picks, so I went ahead and picked it up. Okay, so those are all of the books that I ended up purchasing in Louisiana, and it was a lot of fun. I'm glad I got to go to the bookstore with some booktubers and just explore fantasy aisles. I swear they had the best selection in fantasy. It was amazing. My bookstores do not have that, so. These next books I'm going to show you are all the books that I got in Book Outlet. I bought a ton of fantasy hardcovers for $5.99 a piece, which they're originally $25. So I got all of these books for $49 plus shipping, and I can't believe it. I'm still like flabbergasted that I bought all these books for that price. So I'm just gonna go ahead and show you those right now. The first one that I have is The Silver Hand by Stephen Lawhead. I just hauled the first book in this series called The Paradise War, and it was on there. It was on there for $5 and I had to get it. I love these covers. They're so beautiful, and this has really good readings on Goodreads. I want to try it out. I want to see if I like Stephen Lawhead, and so I went ahead and picked it up. Keeping with the Stephen Lawhead trend, I also hauled Hood a while back, which is a retelling of Robin Hood. So they had paperback versions of the rest of those books in that series. So I got Scarlet, which is book 3, I think, and it's called the King Raven trilogy. And these are just retellings, I think, or they take... Okay, so basically this is all 3 books of these are retellings of Robin Hood. So I thought they were different, but I think they're all just different points of views from Robin Hood's sidekicks and whatnot. So yeah, this is called Scarlet. And I also got Tuck. This is the second book and Scarlet is the third book. So these 3 books are in that trilogy, and I'm really excited to read it. This one does not have as good reviews on Goodreads, but I'm just curious, and they were like $4. I couldn't pass them up, so I got them. Oh, no, I was right. Book 2, book 3. Got it. Okay, the next one that I bought, I actually didn't buy on Book Outlet. I bought on, what did I buy on? Amazon Marketplace. I got it for $16, which was a steal. Not as much of a steal as Book Outlet, but it was really cheap. And that is The Emperor's Blades by Brand Stanley. This is another one I saw at Sana Hall, and it's beautiful, and it just looks really good. It looks really mysterious and just... I don't know, looks cool. But basically this is about 3 siblings, and their father has just passed away, and they're kind of just dealing with that, and things ensue, trouble ensue, I don't know, it looks awesome. Yeah, basically, Sarah's just buying books because they're pretty. That's it, and they're fantasy. The next one that I got is a sequel to a book I just read and loved, and that is The Murder of Crows by Anne Bishop. Both of these are in hardback on Amazon. I mean on Book Outlet, and they're $26 a piece, and I got them for $5 or $6, and that's amazing to me. But Written in Red was amazing. It was so much better than I thought I would like. It was so much better than what I was expecting, and I'm really, really have high hopes for this book. I really want to know where she's taking the series, and I'm just excited to read it. I will be reading it soon with Lindsay, of course. The next one that I got is another kind of cover buy for me, plus content buy, I guess, and that is Quintessence by David Walton. This is another like boat fantasy, like merchant pirate, like sailor fantasy book. Basically about alchemy and sea monsters and religious controversy, and this guy is going to an island with his daughter, and there's fantasy elements and mysteries and animals, and just it sounds like a fun time. I don't know. It's got a lot of praise, not by pretty much anything that I ever read, but it looks interesting. It looks really good. The cover is beautiful, and Sarah's all about that sea fantasy. I don't know what it is, but I want that fantasy about things on the sea, and the boats, and the merchants, and the pirates, and the islands, and it's a problem, guys. It's a real problem. Alright, the next 2 books are a part of a series. Whoops, I just messed up my hair. The next 2 books are a part of a series that I'm really just taking a leap of faith on. They don't necessarily have great reviews on Goodreads. I think they might have a 4 stars, maybe just a little bit below 4 stars. So it doesn't have amazing ratings on Goodreads, but it looks so interesting, and it's about a time period that I love, and I thought I would just go ahead and pick it up, and they were $5. Okay, that's all the explanation I need. The first one is called Thief Maker, and these are by D.B. Jackson. These are basically books about the time right before the Revolution and of American Revolution, and it's about Boston, and it's about magic and murder and mystery, and it says murder and magic stalk the streets of Boston before the American Revolution, and there's magic in it, and it's kind of like historical fiction-esque and fantasy. I don't know, it looks really good. I'm really interested in it. I hope that it's as good as it looks, because that would be awesome. What is this? But yeah, so I got this one, and then I got the sequel, which is called The Thieves' Query, and this one is, I don't want to know. But I'm just really excited about these. I hope they're good. I love American politics and American Revolution Revolution, anything about American history. I think it's so much fun to learn about and read about, and the time period to me is just so, I don't know, I just love it. So like I said, I'm taking a little bit of a leap of faith. So there are these two. Alright guys, we're down to the last book, and this one's another one that I saw Sana haul, and this is something that I have never ever considered picking up. I got The Thousand Names by Django Wexler. This is a Fitlock, what's it called? Like a Fitlock war fantasy book. A war fantasy. Okay, it says, enter an epic fantasy world that echoes with the thunder of muskets and clang of steel, but where the real battle is against the subtle and sinister magic. So it's like a Fitlock war fantasy book. I don't know. I'm excited for it. I've never read any Fitlock fantasy besides Alloy of Law, which, yeah, I can say it's Fitlock fantasy. I don't know. I'm just excited. I'm excited for this. I really want to enjoy these books. I really do. And this is a stunning cover. So beautiful and just, okay. I hope it's good. It better be good. It's gonna be good. Okay. Okay, go there. Okay. Whew. Okay guys, that is it for this book haul. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know down below if you want to pick up any of these books, or if you've read any of these books, enjoyed them, disliked them, or whatever. Let me know down below. I'm curious to see your thoughts on these. I will probably be reviewing some of these, but if you want specific reviews, let me know down below, and I'll definitely give them to you. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have for this book haul. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!